Hey guys, it's Mia Redrick here, the mom strategist. I'm coming to you guys today with a really great gem scope. It's talking to yourself is the topic today. Talking to yourself. You're going to love this scope. Hi, Dr. Kendra. Candace, I'm glad you're here. I'm Mia Redrick. I'm the mom strategist, and I support clients with both life and business success. You can always check me out at miaredrick.com. Miaredrick.com. Just got my workout on. I'm cooling down. Today I'm going to be talking about talking to yourself, all right? You're going to love the scope. It's a quick scope. It's my gem scope. I come to you guys every day at the end of my workout, and with the thought just to get you to coach you, right? To coach you, to get you to move into action, all right? And do me a favor. Please share on Twitter, on Facebook, and on Periscope. Hey, Jason, with anybody else that needs to get this message. I'm going to tell you it's going to be a great message today, as always. I'm Mia Redrick. I'm the mom strategist. I support my clients with both life and business success. I believe you need them both. You need life success, yeah, anybody want that? And business success, yeah, anybody want that? Well, I do both of those things, all right? You can always stay connected to me at miaredrick.com, or just check me out, learn a little bit about me there, or you could stay connected with me on Facebook at Mia Redrick, the mom strategist, right? Mia Redrick, the mom strategist. In fact, if you love this scope, good morning. If you love the scope, leave a word for me over there so I can read it. And I'm excited today. I'm going to be bringing my A game as always. My gem scope, talking to yourself. That's what the scope is. Hey, Taronda. Hi. Fist bump, boom. Good to see you. And I'm so excited about the scope today. For those of you I'm just meeting, it's nice to virtually meet you. Hey, darling. And let me just introduce myself. Like I started my business about 13 years ago. I wanted to go to work as myself. I wanted to combine my professional background as a corporate trainer, what I knew how to do there, into my own business, and combine my skills of motherhood. I had these systems in motherhood together, hence the mom strategist. I've done exactly that. My strategies have coached literally millions around the world. When I was signed to an Emmy-nominated, nationally syndicated show called America Now, I was the mom strategist on the show. And what I do is share my strategies that I know flat work. I've coached thousands of clients personally. And I love what I get to do every single day. And I know that you can build a business and leverage your gifts. So if you're interested in that, you've been asking yourself that question, how do I take what I know how to do? You know what I mean? How do I take that, package my know-how, my gifts, my talent into something that is monetizable, into a product that I can sell? I know how to do that. That's what I coach my clients around. I have 3 kids, and they are 12, 15, and 18 years old. In fact, my youngest is graduating and my oldest is graduating. My youngest is graduating from elementary school, and my oldest is graduating from high school and going to college in the fall. It's got a full ride. I'm so excited about this, Tommy. And one of the things that I love about being an entrepreneur is that my children, hey Tommy, my children have never seen mom or dad work a job. And I'm not against jobs. I'm just into doing business right, okay? So if you're interested in building a business that's sustainable, that's built on a foundation that works beyond flash cash or sale by sale or launch by launch, if you're interested in building a solid foundation in your business, then I am for you, all right? Now, I'm not for you, likely. I'm not for you if you're, you gotta do it right now. You need to make $100 right now. I'm not for you. I'm interested in people who are smart, sharp, they believe in self-investment. They're ready to do the work to build a solid business, right? And they want to build it like a big business so that when you get free, you stay free. If you're interested in that, then you're going to love what I scope about. Isn't that right, Tommy? And Jason, you guys have been on some of my scopes. That's what I talk about, all right? Now, I think that one of the reasons that you build an amazing business is because you want an amazing life. And to me, I believe your life informs your business, so that you don't build a business for the business. You build a business so you can have an amazing life, and your life informs that. And that means that you want to be there for the people that matter most. So you want to be working on you in your life and with the people in your life so that you can enjoy them when you're having a lot of great success, right? How about that? Let's talk about that, all right? My husband developed kidney disease 8 years ago and went on dialysis. And any of you guys that know what dialysis is, it's like 15 to 18 hours a week, because the treatment, it's a treatment to dialyze the body to clean the blood. And it's very, very involved. and he got a kidney transplant about 3 years ago. But I was so grateful that we had built solid businesses so that I could be there for him. He could rest like he needed to. We could hire a private physician for him so that he could get an elevated level of care. I believe that's why he did amazingly well beyond his kidney transplant. And to me, that's why you build a great business, so that your well is full. You know what I mean? So if you're ever thirsty, you just go to your well. All right. Anybody want to do that? Then you're going to love my scope. So I'm going to get started. That's kind of the ABCs of me. I love being an entrepreneur. I love that I control my time. I work 31 hours a month doing work I love with people who are absolutely amazing. I think I have the best clients in the world. I really do. I actually know that that is the case. All right. So I'm very excited about that. All right. So I'm going to get started. If you guys are ready, today's scope is talking to yourself. If you haven't shared yet, on Twitter, on Facebook, and of course on Periscope, right? Because on Periscope, we already know that people are going to need this message. I'm going to break this down. Now, I wanted to do a message about talking to yourself, because whatever it is that you're doing right now in your life or in your business, in your marriage, in your health, or whatever it is a direct result of how you are talking to yourself. All right. It really is. I'm going to prove it to you. All right. So the fact of the matter is the actions that we take, the beliefs that we have, are a direct result of our inner game, your reflection of whatever it is that you're looking at right now, the friendships you have, right? The choices or the options that you believe are available to you are a direct result of your beliefs. Now, it doesn't mean that you can't have extenuating circumstances, because we all do, right? Like, I had a kidney transplant. My husband had a kidney transplant. That was an extenuating circumstance, right? But because of my beliefs, right, because of my inner game, that I was able to navigate, right, I was able to navigate that inner game, that situation, because I thought differently about it. Now, I want to explain this to you. I'm going to go a little bit deeper for those of you who may be out here, you've been dealing with a situation, and that situation's got you, but I want you to understand that at the end of the day, the way you see anything has everything to do, I'm going to break it down, right? The way you see anything is a reflection of like what's up here. So whenever I'm talking about growing your business or growing your life, one of the things that you got to understand is that there is no growth if there's no inner game growth. And the way that you change your inner game growth is by switching what you say to yourself, how you talk to yourself, how you talk to yourself about yourself. All right. Because the way that you talk to yourself about yourself is in essence what you're saying to everybody else about you too. Right. So this is why, how sometimes I give you an example when we come on here and there are trolls on here. Right. And the trolls start saying weird things like, you have big ears. And I'm like, really? I have like the smallest ears. See, look how small my ears are. Actually, I have the smallest ears. They're like bionic ears, but they're really little, okay? And so one of the things you got to understand is that when you work on your inner game, then when something that is counter to something from the outside that's counter to your belief set, you're like, that's not true. It bounces off, it's like repellent, right? So the reason that you focus on, what you're going to put up here is so that whatever is out there that's not for you, it's like it doesn't stick, right? Somebody write #it doesn't stick, all right? And yeah, it's like it's not true. And it's so not true that one, you don't have to speak to it. Two, it doesn't resonate with you. And three, it's not for you. What was that? You know what I mean? It just went that way because you didn't understand it. And I want you to understand this, because a lot of people are not working on their inner game and wanting big things to happen in their world. And as a result of it, all of the small things, right? Like negativity out there, or people who are telling you what you can and you can't do. We're taking all of these things on, or somebody telling you what's possible, what's impossible, right? And the fact of the matter is that it doesn't stick if you're working up here, but it sticks if you're not working up here. You start answering questions, you know what I mean, that you should never be answering. I'll give you a great example. Periscope, for example. I'm going to break it down, right? I can. Don't tell me I can't, because I can, right? Absolutely, Jason. I'll give you a great example on Periscope. It's sort of like being here on Periscope, right, which is a great tool to connect with a broader audience, right? And if you guys are just joining, please share on Periscope, on Twitter, on Facebook. And somebody comes on here and let's say they're not respectful, right? Because they're not talking to you anyway. They're talking to themselves. And they come on here and they may say, and I've seen this happen before, they may say to someone who is successful, you're not making all of that money, or you're not who you say you are. And then you'll see the person who clearly is successful, but because they don't have the mindset for success, they start talking to these people like this is real. What I'm telling you is that you got to work on your inner game, because when you work on your inner game, then when you hear things that are small, that don't resonate with you, they're not for you, it's like repellent, right? It doesn't stick. And this is how you always know who you're dealing with, right? This is how I always know who I'm dealing with also, is the way they respond to the way people respond to them, all right? Because I'm going to respond to you always the way I respond to me, all right? And the way I'm going to respond to you is going to be how I'm responding to me, and that's not based on what anybody else thinks of me, all right? Or is saying to me or anything like that. And that's what you want to do. And if you find that you're one of those people that you know what I mean, that maybe you get easily offended, or when somebody's challenging you, you feel really sensitive about that. The fact of the matter is, I'm telling you, what you got to do is you got to work on what you hear right here. And when you work on what you hear right here, you understand that that's your right. I didn't hit the weights today. Well, I did. I just did lunges for like 40-pound weights, and I did do the leg press. I guess I did hit some weights today, but it wasn't a real big weight day today. But it was a tough workout today. But the fact of the matter is, yeah, they are. But the fact of the matter is, if you find that you're one of those people and you're responding to foolishness over and over and over and over again, you need to understand that you need to change how you talk. You're talking to yourself. Because once you start talking to yourself in a certain way that's elevated, then you won't accept anything else other than that. You won't even be able to understand that conversation. You will actually know that that's not for you, because your belief in yourself, right? Like, it's not shaped from the outside in, it's shaped from the inside out. And I wanted to talk about that because so many people talk about like six figures, or seven figures, you know what I mean? Or, you know what I mean? The five figures. It wouldn't matter what figures it is. Who cares how much money you make if your thinking stinks? Like, if you're not a nice person, if you don't love God, if you don't believe in something bigger than yourself, if you know what I mean? If you're not, there's no goodness inside of you, that when you open your mouth, anyone is better off as a result of you're there. Who cares? All right. Like, get out of here. Right. And so what I want you to understand is that when you understand that what you say, when you understand that what you say, when you talk to yourself, I didn't write that book. Shed Helmstetter wrote that book, What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. When you understand how important that is, that you won't even learn from, like, you won't even want to be in the company of, you won't even want to hang around people who have a lower vibration, who speak poison to you or about other people. Just telling you. All right. And all of that, if you can entertain it, then it's in you. I will tell you that. And the reason it's in you is because it's what you say when you talk to yourself. Because if it's not what you're saying when you talk to yourself, it's not a language that you speak. And therefore, it's not a belief pattern it resonates with you. You know what? There's just one color heart. But I'm breaking this down. I'm telling you guys that for those of you who are out here talking about you want sustainable success, you want to hit 6 figures, you want to hit 7 figures, you want to do a 6-figure launch, you want all these things, I'm telling you how to get it. And one of the ways that you get it is you got to change what you say when you talk to yourself. Because when you change what you say when you talk to yourself, then guess what? You're going to want to change who you hang out with, right? Because the only people you're going to want to talk to are the people that are talking to you the way you talk to yourself, all right? I hope you guys are following me on this. And if you entertain foolishness, right, you'll be fooled by fools. I'm just telling you that. And if you can do that, that means that's what you say when you talk to yourself. I'm not interested in I'm not interested in anything that's low vibration. I'm only interested in hanging out with folks that elevate me, that focus on what good looks like, you know what I mean, that are all pro-family, all about families being better and happier, all about, understanding that we are bigger than ourselves, that God is real. I'm interested in that. If you want to talk about that, I want to talk about that. that, all right? When you want to talk about some other foolishness, I'm not interested in that because I don't talk to myself like that, all right? And I'm not interested in hanging out with people that do those things either. You understand what I'm saying? All right, yeah, it's low vibration. And I just wanted to break it down. And how does it translate to your goals? It translates to your goals because if you have a low self-talk, like if what you're saying to yourself in terms of your expectations for yourself or who you hang out with and what the conversation is or whatever that looks like, then imagine that you're trying to hit a huge target with, you know what I mean, with a low conversation. Like you want to hit somewhere big, but the conversation you're having is a low conversation, all right? So you're incongruent, all right? And I'm just telling you that one or two things are going to happen because there are tons of people, if you look at on television, that have made a tremendous amount of money on doing low vibration talking small. But look at what they got to deal with. That's what you're going to have to deal with, all right? So your choice is that you're either going to have to interact with poison, all right? Or you're going to have to elevate what you're dealing with and who you are and what you're saying to yourself so you can attract something that's elevated. It just works either way, right? All right. And that's the reality of what that looks like, right? And okay. All about discipline. Awesome. I'm so proud of you, right? And the fact of the matter is, it's just a matter. Accountability partners are great motivators. Yes. Who's that? Kim? Who was that? Kim for Glory? Okay. All right, Kim, you're going to have to post what you put there. That was too fast for me. Hey there, Yaya. All right, I hope this is resonating with some of you guys, right? It's not sticking, right? So I just wanted to break this down for you guys today because my wife is accountability partner, right? Fred, okay, is that Fred? Your wife's your accountability partner. I love it, right? So I love that kind of accountability partner, Fred. How about that, right? Let me just say that, if in fact you don't care about or you're not intentional about what you say when you talk to yourself, that means that you get to have a conversation with anyone that is in alignment with that. And if you do care what you say when you talk to yourself, thank you so much. If you do care about what you say when you talk to yourself, then you're going to care about who you're in association with, like what Kim is saying, and you're going to end up with attracting people your ambition level and above. And as a result of that, you're going to be able to do really great things, right? Okay. I don't do good in money, but she does, right? There you go. That's what a great accountability partner does, right? I love that. So, did you guys get value from the scope today? It was kind of like my verbal rant, right? But it's not a rant. It's really like, this is the thing. So whenever I am choosing what I'm going to associate with, and I mean in choice, who I'm going to talk to, who I'm going to work with, the things I'm going to watch on TV, the things I'm going to listen to, the music I'm going to listen to, I see all of those things as association. I get to choose what it looks like. And my diet, because I respect me, is going to be something that elevates me. Now, what's your diet? All right. And that means that I really don't want a diet of things that don't respect me. And I know that anyone that doesn't respect themselves doesn't respect me either. Right. So therefore, I don't want a diet of that. So therefore, that's not how I spend my time. It's not on my plate. What about you? All right. What's on your plate? I want you to think about it today. I want you to think about those coworkers who really get on your nerves or speak poorly about other people who you're hanging out with. Right. Awesome, Jason. That's right. And you know what? Not all money is good money. So, and I think this is so important to understand when you're building your business, right? When you're thinking about running your business, the best thing, right? Or about what you're sharing is that others don't talk about these truths. I just try to break it down. Like, I'm just trying to tell you, like, when I think about it, right? When I think about it, and Andrea, and I work with, who's that? All my clients are on here. You guys are something else. Okay, let me just say that. When I think about it and I think about the people I get to work with, I work with brilliant, amazing, smart, sharp, kind, go-givers, people who are phenomenal rock stars, right? And they care about one another. They show up for one another, and we value that. And I don't do business with people who are takers, who speak poorly about other people. We don't have time for that, right? And I'm just saying it's a great place to be when you're clear. When you're building your business, particularly if you're a coach or you're a consultant, not all money is good money, all right? You come on these platforms like this, right? Thank you so much, right? You come on a platform like this, And, it's easy to say, okay, come on, give me. Tommy, pass the plate, right? Give me some money, y'all, give me some money. And I'm just saying that, not what's your diet. Okay, you need to attract great quality people, and that is very important to build a great and amazing business. If you're going to take your dream and something that you really care about, that's amazing, right? And that you love so much, why fill it with something that's not your diet? Right? I don't even understand why you would do that. Like, it doesn't make any sense. For $1? No, there are lots of dollars, and you can actually work with people that you want to work with, all right, that are credible, God-fearing, loving, kind, genuine people who will implement and do the work. Maybe you don't care that they're loving or kind, but you get to work with, you get what you get, all right? And I'm just telling you, all right? So, and that's how I see it. I'm not saying anybody else got to see it this way. This is what I'm on Periscope talking about today. Is the fact that the fact of the matter is, the better you respect you, the more you are in sync with your language, your conversation with yourself, the more you're going to be clear about who you want to work with. You're going to be clear about who you want to date, who you want to marry, who you want to work with, like work within in a professional sense. You're going to be clear about many different things because you have a diet of respect for yourself. And that begins with what you say, like when you talk to yourself, right? And if you don't have a diet, and you know what I'm saying, you got a little fat over here, you know what I'm saying, and anything goes, anything can be on your plate, you get what you get. And I want to break that down. Like, what's the value of being in a community, right, with like-minded, phenomenal, good-hearted people who are not money-grubbing, fools? Who wants to deal with that? Okay, that might sound judgmental, but it's not. I'm not interested in it, all right? And many people are, but I'm not, all right? It's not my thing. I don't do it, all right? And I've done it, and I think that, I remember when I started my business 13 years ago, full transparency, right? I started my business 13 years ago. And, 5 years into my business, I was like, I just wanted to coach moms, right? And I didn't really have any criteria around what that really looked like. I just thought I was going to advance the world. And I took on clients that I shouldn't have. And what happened was, you devalue your gifts when you're dealing with people who are disrespectful. They talk disrespectfully, and then you're trying to deal with them, and they're talking to you disrespectfully. Guess what? You devalue your gifts. You're spending your time and your energy in the way that you thought you were going to be planting seeds. You're not doing that. Those people come, to kill, to rob, and to destroy. That's the book I read. That's what it says happens, right? And so I'm just not interested in that. So therefore, I don't play over there. I learned that. I got burned by that. And I learned that it's a lot easier for me to work with people who are good finders. And the same is true for you, right? And that means in your life, that means your teachers, your coaches, your trainers, your mentors, your clients, the people you choose to hang out in your free time, whatever relationships you have. And we all can be in choice about that. But the more you grow your inner game, the more selective you will be about, your diet for that kind of stuff. I want to open the floor and see if you guys got value today. If you haven't shared on Twitter, on Facebook, and on Periscope, please do. Did you guys get value today? And if so, can you just list one thing right here that was your takeaway for today? I wanted to coach you. I wanted to go deep with it because, after I work out in my gym, I always have, thank you. Whenever I work out in the gym, I always, my hair is soaking wet in the back. I always have these thoughts like, and I was thinking about the diet of like your inner game. Like, what does that look like? How are you talking to yourself? And I can tell based on, you got to trust yourself, Kim. And you got to know that, things that are meant for you respect you. All right. That's the reality. What's meant for you respects you always. And and you deserve it. And that's that. I wanted to ask you guys that. Tell you guys that today. All right. Associates, choose them wisely. That's right. And you know what? Choose them wisely because you deserve it. Like, you deserve to choose what? It's you. Like, you're choosing people who are going to interact and, share their energy and their thoughts with you. Like, there's only one you. You're scarce. You're valuable. Like, you know what I mean? You can't just toss you around anywhere. Listen to anybody. All right. And does that make sense? Does that make sense? All right. Anybody else? What value did you get? All right. Living intentionally is in the house. What value did you get? What value did you get? All right. Anybody, or what aha did you get? What did you learn? All right. Okay. There's nothing with encouraging yourself. The words that you speak will make or break you. Absolutely. The words that you speak and the language that you understand. So when you start working on your mindset, what you start to understand or you interpret, you know what I mean? You're like, you're not talking to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, can you imagine? No, you're not talking. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You'll be able to discern for yourself the right, right away because of what you know you deserve, because your diet, you got a great diet for yourself, right? So it's just really important particularly for those of you who have kids and stuff. I just got here, so I missed it. You're going to watch the replay. You're going to have to watch the replay. It was good. A little long today, but it was a good one. It was a good one. I came on a little bit later than I normally come on. Had to drop my son off this morning. He's trying to finish up his last little bit of exam situation. Your mindset is so key to where you want to go. Absolutely, Andrea. Your mindset is everything. Your mindset determines the kind of clients that you want to work with. It determines the kind of marriage you're going to have, right? What you believe is available to you. You can take an opportunity that's huge and you make it small if you think small. Or you can take a small opportunity if you think huge. You'll make that opportunity a huge opportunity. It's all a matter of what you think you can do, right? And if you want to talk about your superpower, your real superpower is what you can do with this right here. All right, what you're thinking right here. And that's why that's your number one asset. And, and it's like, if you don't like where it's taking you, then you got to do the work, right? You got to do the work so that it can take you where you want it to go. Because I've seen that happen for sure, and it's like why I read all the time. I read all the time. It's just what I like to do. And I recognize that reading is my number one asset. Investing in my mindset is my number one asset. Just like I go to the gym to train my body, I train my mind. I watch things that elevate me every single day because that's important. You got to build that, right? So that, you're stronger than ever, right? Because you are. All right. And God hasn't given you a spirit of fear, right? We know this, but power, love, and a sound mind. We know this, right? Right? You want to be powerful, you got to associate with things that are powerful. How about that? You don't want to be weak. Don't associate with things that make you weak. All right. So that means to me, dark things. I don't do it. All right. So yes, ma'am. Right. Was there anything else? Was it right, Tommy? I'm going to go all in on that. So I'm going to wrap up. If you are not already, please let Tommy know. I dedicated a video. Oh, Tommy, Rhonda Stanton dedicated. She shouted you out in a video. Tawanda, throw up your emojis here, and she shouted you out in a video. So you need to check that video out. It was a couple of days ago. All right. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Yes, you need to follow her. You guys need to follow Tawanda. She's writing a book. I'm waiting for the outline. I can't wait to see it. So I'm so glad I had a time to chat with you guys today. It was great for me, and thank you for listening. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, she's writing a book. Yep, she's getting ready to send over the outline. So I'm excited about that. And right, you got to go. You get to work out, right? So here's the thing. If you haven't shared yet on Twitter, on Facebook, and on Periscope, make sure you do before I close out. And then also, if we're not connected on Facebook, please, Mia Redrick, the Mom Strategist. Mia Redrick, the Mom Strategist. If for those of you who are like, I love this, I've been watching you, I want to work with you, great. What you need to do, the process is very simple, is go to my bio on Periscope and go to bit.ly/strategy with Mia. So you can just write that down. bit.ly/strategy with Mia. Fill out an application for a strategy session, and that means I would spend 15 to 20 minutes with you individually to coach you personally, but also to see which program would be the better fit for you, all right? Now, I don't do free coaching. That means that you're looking for a coach, right? It's bit.ly/strategy with Mia. Thank you for putting that there, Kendra, all right? And or you can check my bio out here on Periscope. All right. And otherwise, I'll be back on later today. I expect to do a teaching scope later today. All right. I love you guys. Have a great and amazing day. Bye, Kendra. Vi, Kim, Tommy, Taronda, and who else is that? Kendra, Tommy. Who did I forget? I forgot somebody. Jason. I can't forget Jason. Jason's like incredible, right? All right, Monique, I'll check it. I'm going to check my box. All right. And you send it to Mia@findingdefinitions.com. I'll check it today. All right. Yaya, I can't forget. Yaya, I can't, you can't, what can you say? Like, you know what I mean? I love you guys. I'll see you tonight. Have an amazing day and show up like a giant. Okay, guys, show up like a giant. All right. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.